What's up, you guys? Today I'm gonna create my own personal Smash Ultimate tier list, but it's not just the gameplay, it's also about how I personally feel about them as a character. I wanted to have a little fun with this one, and I've been wanting to do this for a while now. That being said, I announced this a long time ago, and it's finally here. Each character will be split into 9 different categories, and those categories are Legendary, which means I can't live without them, Best Friends, which means I can hang out with them on a daily, Pretty Sick, which means they're awesome, but I wouldn't see us hanging out as often. Alright, I guess, which means I feel some positivity toward them. Can't decide, which means I can't form an opinion. Which means I feel some sort of negativity toward them. Wouldn't get along, which means I would never see us hanging out at all. Not very cool, which means I have a lot of beef with them. And couldn't care less, which means there's nothing holding me back from whooping. I would do just fine without them. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start this tier list off with our Smash 64 veterans. Mario! Pretty straightforward. I have known Mario since nearly the beginning of my life. My first game was either New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, Sunshine, or 64. My Nana still has a lot of the older consoles, so I can still play those games. Anyway, back to Mario. I like to play him in Smash a lot. I did my whole spiel about the Mario movie elsewhere, but considering my YouTuber name is Super Mario Girl 446, I feel like it would be biased if I didn't put Mario on the top. But you know what? Let's do it. First Legendary already. My papa plays a lot of video games, and one of the games he played was Donkey Kong Country. I didn't get any games from Donkey Kong's franchise until 2021 when I received Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. But DK and Mario, I'm pretty sure had some sort of rivalry from the start, but now they're pretty close buds. I'm gonna put him up higher since Super Link's Mario Super Sluggers YouTube League, and I'm on the DK Wilds. My papa also plays a lot of Zelda games. I can't name a single Zelda game that he has not played. Well, except the CDI games. Not gonna lie, I am also a pretty big fan of The Legend of Zelda. That's one of the biggest franchises in this household, and I'm pretty sure it's getting a live-action movie. Link has had several different designs and personalities in the games, and that's pretty cool. I like variety. I like either Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword the most. Ocarina of Time is superior. Okay, and Twilight Princess was actually the first Zelda game I have ever beat. Ocarina of Time was second. I have never played a Metroid game, and I don't know anyone who has. I also didn't know she was a girl until I saw the Zero suit, and I highly doubt that I'm the only one. I feel like, from what I've heard, we could get along, but actually, I'm kinda interested in learning more about Metroid because the first developers went to assist the production of Kid Icarus afterwards. I've also gotta have some sympathy for Samus after what has got to be childhood trauma. Yoshi is pretty freaking cute. I have played Yoshi's Story on the 64, and I basically just like to goof off or whatever. I also like the gimmick in Yoshi's Woolly World where you can scan Amiibo to customize your Yoshis. But Yoshi and I would absolutely get along. Also, Yoshi drastically grew closer to me throughout the year. Seriously, if there's someone out there who does not like Yoshi for whatever reason, you've got a serious problem. No, Legendary. Also freaking cute. My favorite game of the franchise is Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and I'm pretty sure it got a remaster for the Switch. My siblings and I would always do the multiplayer, goof off in the levels, and play the minigames. I like Ninja Dojo the most. I just want to hug the squishy puffball. I don't know a whole lot about Star Fox to form an actual opinion. I'm sorry, have you played Smash Melee? No, I have not. My Nana has a GameCube, but not Smash Melee. My first Smash game was the 3DS and Wii U version, but I really want to play Brawl because of the story. My family is absolutely crazy about Pokemon. We go out and play Pokemon Go all the dang time. My favorite Pokemon is Vulpix, and I went a bit crazy when I found out that both the Kanto and Alola forms made it into Ultimate as the Pokeballs. They're so cute, but Pikachu, also cute and pretty popular. Every region has a Pikachu clone. I watch the anime a lot. What's his name? Ash Ketchup, yeah.
Luigi.
Mario's twin brother. Wins by doing absolutely nothing, like a freaking legend. I like Luigi's Mansion a lot. I have played a bit on the channel, and it's been a while. I mean, I've already put Mario under Legendary, so Luigi is the better brother. I might be biased if I also don't put Luigi under Legendary, but I wanna. I haven't played Earthbound, so I don't know what to say. However, nests in online tournaments. I end up in battles with a lot of them, and they're always spamming on me. So I know there's gonna be a lot of people who disagree with this list, and if that's so, then make your own list. Oh, wait a minute. Big Blue is in Mario Kart, but I just can't win on it. I haven't played F-Zero, so how the frick is Jigglypuff a Smash 64 veteran? Also, how is it even in the game in the first place? I mean, it's cute, but it's also a little brat for drawing on people's faces when they fall asleep during its singing. Oh my gosh, rest. Alright, now let's organize our Smash Melee veterans. You know, I did say I have known Mario since nearly the beginning of my life, but the biggest deal in my childhood was Peach and Daisy. I love Peach and Daisy. Peach though, here's my Peach plush I got on Valentine's Day one year, and I put a little bow on her, and it's been that way since. I also got an amiibo as a gift when I came back from summer camp in 2015. Then I got another one along with Mario Party 10, so I gave that one to Super Link. And then there's the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. My favorite episode was Two Plumbers and a Baby, mainly because of Baby Peach. Peach, nuff said. Holy crap, it's like in every Mario game, Bowser's got different powers, different plans, and even a different castle. But what it all has in common is to kidnap Peach. But, I mean, let's all get on the same page here. Bowser's pretty sick for a villain, although he's also the dad of 8 kids. Okay, I'm not sure what to say about this one, but when I heard the Palutena's guidance for ice climbers, I had to laugh. First, Pit complains that having 2 of them is cheating and asks, didn't they get banned for illegal teaming? And then Palutena says that since they're back now, it's legal. Then she suggests that Pit pairs up with Dark Pit, to which they both refuse, even though both of their movesets are identical. Then Verity makes a snappy comment about them being a perfect team, as if everything is gonna go quite terribly. I kind of find that to be bullcrap because of Kid Icarus Uprising Chapter 21. Duh. I'm talking too much about not the ice climbers, aren't I? The blue one is Popo and the pink one is Nana, which is what I call my grandmother. Other than that, I have no additional comments. I know, Sheik is actually Zelda in disguise. You imbecile, you spoiled it for everybody. I was just assuming everyone knew by now. Sheik herself hasn't made a whole lot of appearances,
What
but
did I just say about Ocarina of Time?
Shut up, you're on camera duty. I'm supposed to do all of the talking. Honestly, I really don't feel the exact same as I do Zelda, but back when I was single digits, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Zelda, and Palutena were my Fab 5. I got this plushie for my 13th birthday. Zelda is still one of my favorite characters. She and Link have the same variety based on looks and personality throughout the games. My favorite Zelda is Skyward Sword, mainly because of her hype personality and her willingness to stand up for Link when he gets bullied. Specifically, if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And about the whole variety thing, I have created some custom Zeldas for some of the productions that I have in store. I made 3 so far.
Dr. Mario.
He's literally Mario, but a doctor. All he does is throw pills at viruses and it somehow works. Where is this dude's PhD? Pretty sick, no pun intended.
Pikachu.
Of all Pokemon as a playable character in Smash, Pichu is the cutest. He's such a little bean asserting himself to be strong like the rest of his peers.
He hurts himself when using electric moves. He's just a worse clone of Pikachu.
Don't make me come over there. And then the internet happened, and I have seen content of Pichu getting bullied by the community and some specific characters lifting him up and explaining how relatable they are. Also, I hatched a shiny Pichu from an egg in Pokemon Go one time, and I didn't know it was shiny until I checked the journal. Pretty much the same explanation as Fox. I have no freaking clue. I know what you're probably thinking. Annalise is gonna go off on all of these Fire Emblem characters for whatever reason. No, that's not what's gonna happen. Actually, based on the gameplay of Marth, not the best. Content though, funny. I can rank him pretty high. Okay, no, but there was this one cosplay skit that was just horrendous, but that's not gonna affect the rank because it's not canon, and I'd like to keep it that way. Or you could say the Link from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, the Hero of Time. Let's go with that. All Links technically have the same moveset, but this one has fire arrows for a neutral special, so I gotta give him that. His final smash is the same as Toon Link and Link's from Smash 4. I did like Ocarina of Time when I played it though. Pretty interesting story. I have read the manga, which made it funnier. Majora's Mask though, it's really messing with my mind, and the time limit gives me so much anxiety, and I end up doing everything way too early. Like at the very beginning, I did everything on the first day and got bored because it was all supposed to be done on the third day. Okay, things are about to get interesting. Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Similar to Bowser, but kidnaps Zelda instead. He also does the variety thing, but is not in Skyward Sword. Although, legend has it that despite the different Links and Zeldas, Ganondorf is the exact same person in every game. For boss fights, I'd have to give it to Twilight Princess. For final boss music, Ocarina of Time gets it. But there's this one thing that may rank Ganondorf lower than it seems. Every time there is an event tournament theme that features Dark Pit, it is highly likely that it will also feature Ganondorf. For example, there's Heroes vs. Villains, Zelda and Kid Icarus Anniversary, and Dark Reunion. And every time I enter a battle during one of those tournaments, there is always at least one Ganondorf player. And that, let's just rank him. The only legendary Pokemon who is a playable character in the game. Mew, though, is adorable and playful too. Mewtwo is just more on the serious side, since it was created from Mew by scientists who wanted to create the most powerful Pokemon in existence. Anyone seen the Detective Pikachu movie? Also, Mewtwo Strikes Back, they made an animated version. Okay, I've seen that comic Fire Emblem too many times, and it is hilarious. It basically explains what's going on between Smash Melee and Smash 4 when Roy got booted from the game and then reappeared for Smash 4 DLC. And for that, and his rivalry with Pit in the comic, I just have to rank him pretty high.
Mr. Game & Watch.
A classic. Also, he came with just one stage and 2 songs. I feel like the different moveset is either a split personality thing or mimicking different characters from the game. I'm not exactly sure what it could be. Almost looks like a stick figure. Okay, you guys, it's Smash Brawl time. This guy is insane when it comes to competitive battling. He got banned from Smash Brawl online battling. One of my neighbors played this character most of the time in Smash 4. Dark Pit was number 2. Easily at the top. Pit and I have this one thing in common. It's that we both know when to be funny and when to be serious. I love his personality. Although he can neither read nor fly, I can read, but I also can't fly. I don't even have wings. I liked Palutena's guidance a lot, and that's probably one thing that made me like Kid Icarus so much. I also love to play him in Smash. Such a fun character. He's a cute little angel.
Samus.
Also Samus. But for some reason, back in Smash 4, I thought that Samus and Zero Suit Samus were two different people. I thought Samus was a guy, and I don't want to say I was a stupid kid, but from what I'm saying, you guys might think so.
Yeah, you were pretty stupid.
No, I just didn't know anything about the games. I haven't played before.
So, stupid?
One more word and you're fired. Considering the fact that I definitely played as Zero Suit Samus a lot more than regular Samus, I kinda can't rank them differently for being the exact same person. Here. Never mind. Here. You know what? Frick it. Both of them. I didn't have any idea that Wario had his own franchise at first. I just thought he was a spin-off Mario character. However, one of the stages my siblings and I played most was Gamer, mainly because we wouldn't actually fight, but we would just hide from 5-Volt. We also called that dude outside the window the pizza guy. Is he actually though? I also used to get 5-Volt and Ashley confused in Smash 4 because of the music, but I figured it out by watching YouTube videos on WarioWare games. As for Wario, I'm gonna pull this from Mario Sports games and Mario Party. I have not played Metal Gear Solid at all, and I have never been a fan of gun warfare. That's also probably why I don't play shooter games. Modern War doesn't stick out to me as much as Ancient Warfare because of the weapons. I really like swords and bows a whole lot, and I hate anything chemical because it damages nature. Chemical plants pollute nearly everything, and they stink, which is why I hate passing by industrial areas. Wow, our first low rank after a long list of high ones. I feel like there's a big meme out there somewhere regarding Ike's quote where he says, "I fight for my friends." I'm not sure why though. He's also got one of those up specials that involves him throwing his sword up and striking down, which is probably the most embarrassing thing to do off stage. Every time someone does that, it's pretty funny, I'll admit.
Pokemon Trainer.
Literally 3 in 1. I'm just gonna rank them by their Pokemon. Squirtle is a small turtle. Squirt, turtle. Gah, screw it. Probably like here. Ivysaur, second evolution of Bulbasaur. Venusaur is a pretty cool Pokemon, and there's something about grass types I like, mainly because I like natural environments, but they're pretty weak competitively, unfortunately. I know what you're gonna say. Charizard was a solo character in Smash 4 when the Pokemon Trainer got removed. He also, besides Mewtwo, has 2 Mega Evolutions. He's also in every single main series Pokemon game and several spin-offs like Pokken, XD, Stadium, Unite, Snap, Quest, Coliseum, you name it. He's even the champion's ace in Sword and Shield, which is Generation 8. He even received a Gigantamax form before Venusaur and Blastoise even made an appearance in the DLC. I mean, I also do like fire types. Most of you guys probably talk about how overrated Charizard is in general, and there's probably reasons why, but don't judge me for this ranking. When I started my playthrough of Tropical Freeze, I noticed that there were 3 partner Kongs, unlike the older games where it was just Diddy Kong, I think. The other 2 are Dixie Kong and Cranky Kong, but Diddy Kong is the only Kong besides DK to make it into Mario Party, while a few others made it into Mario Kart and Mario Sports. Pretty much the same as Ness, but I have heard Lucas's backstory and it's quite depressing. It makes me feel bad for him and want to rank him higher than Ness. I'm not gonna rank him too high because of the spamming crap and competitive battling. I feel like this is a good spot. I have never played a Sonic game, but I have played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Wii. I also used to think Daisy was a Sonic character because I have not seen her in any Mario games before this, which means this is the first game I had ever seen Daisy. Eggman is the only human Sonic character that I know of, if you're not counting the movies. Is that right? I also watched Sonic Boom on TV a while back. One day my band director was playing Smash at school, and I was gonna tell him who I mained, but I was nervous as usual. But before I said anything, I kid you not, he said, "You're fine as long as it's not Sonic." Bruh. What? But then there was another thing that's gonna make me rank him a lot lower, but this is not the type of video where I should bring that up. I want to talk about Kirby right back at you for a second. I feel like DDD was just kind of there to be in the way. How the heck did he even get associated with Nightmare Enterprise? But in the games, he's a lot more of an anti-hero. Okay, wait, there's a Smash comic where Pit talks about how even bad guys can be good in some way. Ganondorf, he just has ambitions. Bowser, he's keeping Mario on some sort of record. King Dedede, however, when he said he stole food one time, Pit went off, and that is just too funny to me. Okay, for that one, probably like here. I have no idea how to play this character. Well, at least I didn't back in Smash 4. I just don't know what to say. I have never played Pikmin. I do like the Garden of Hope stage though.
Lucario!
Okay, no, I heard Palutena's guidance for Lucario, and Verity was just in awe of Lucario's aura, and she's like, I don't know, obsessed with it. It's a pretty cool Pokemon though.
Brawl!
I don't know anything about the game. I first saw him in Mario Kart DS for Y, and then Smash Brawl. Was he even bad, or was he hypnotized? He had subspace minions. He's a robot though, so I wouldn't know. I like Wind Waker a lot. I was so close to beating the game, and then I unfortunately misplaced the game. I guess that's a bit of a con when owning physical copies of games. I feel like Toon Link's attire was the easiest to draw from memory, but the plot of Wind Waker ranks Toon Link high. Still, I know nothing about Star Fox. Can't decide. Actually, I'm gonna move him to Wouldn't Get Along because I have beef after a Smash tournament at college. I entered as Palutena, won the first game, but lost to a Wolf main who won the whole thing. Also, the commentary that was brought up was just bad. It's time for Smash 4, guys. This is the first Smash game I have ever played, and I used to think that it was the only one.
How old were you again?
Will you shut up? I'm about to get started. Intimidating. I feel like the internet corrupted the innocence of Animal Crossing Nintendo intended for it to have. It would make sense, however, for someone or something to look so innocent but secretly be a serial murderer. But just the thought is mortifying. I also feel like I just can't do games that have real-life consequences for not playing. I'm just gonna...
Mega Man!
I have no idea. I know nothing about Mega Man to say anything.
Wii Fit Trainer!
I have played Wii Fit a lot when I was younger. I mainly just did the running to see any other Miis also jogging, and the hidden pixelated Mario references that were just chilling around the map. The most obvious was the bridge. I was never the best at the yoga stuff though, so normally I would rank Wii Fit Trainer higher, but since I was single digits and bad at exercising in a freaking video game, now if I were to revisit it, then I'd most likely be a lot better at it. Oh, and by the way, any character who can be both male and female will not be ranked differently.
Rosalina and Luma!
Again, part of my Fab 5. I love Super Mario Galaxy. Both games are amazing. The plot is spot on. The levels are outstanding. The music goes hard. Rosalina is just an amazing character. She just adds to the absolute masterpiece that is Super Mario Galaxy. And I have a cat named Luma. She's so adorable, as well as a brat. I can't rank Rosalina any lower.
Little Mac!
I have not played Punch-Out, but I believe that there's some sort of Easter egg saying that Mario does the countdown in the older game, and I'm pretty sure Little Mac is not the only character with a crappy recovery, but I have no idea why he gets the short end of the stick. I don't know. I have seen a lot of anime, and there's this thing called Ash Greninja, and is that its final Smash? Or was that just Smash 4? I actually have no idea. It's a Pokemon, but I feel nothing right now.
B-Roller! B-Sportsman! B-Gunner!
They're all literally just me. How do I rank myself? I'm not a selfish person, but neither am I harsh on myself. So let's just rank the Miis and pretend it's not me. Mii Sword Fighter is my favorite of the three. Second place is probably Mii Brawler. I just don't like guns, even though the gunner's moveset is a lot like Samus's. Also, the Sans outfit. The stance, I swear.
Palutena!
I freaking love ancient mythology. My favorite part has to be the gods and goddesses. Lady Palutena, the goddess of light, is just perfect for that. She's absolutely beautiful. Palutena's Temple is also my favorite stage in the game, and it's been that way since 2015. Destroyed Skyworld is my second favorite song. Dark Pit takes first. When I first heard the Smash version, I grew dangerously attached to it. The reason for that is the Latin lyrics, and that's pretty much why I love Latin lyrics to begin with, because of the feel. It just gives me the feels, you know?
Palutena's Temple is too big for a stage. What is your problem?
So, it's beautiful. What's your problem? I also like to annoy the crap out of my siblings by spamming counters. I just have to put Lady Palutena on top. No cap. Oh yeah, this little dude. I actually have no idea how to rank him. I did see this animated series a while back. What was it called again?
Robin.
I didn't know Robin was the protagonist of Awakening until I started playing it. I thought it was Chrom or Lucina. I'm actually pretty good with Robin, not gonna lie. Fire Emblem Awakening though, I have Xenoblade Definitive Edition for Switch. Seeing the future is a pretty cool ability. You know exactly what's gonna happen, but a single con may be you don't know when exactly it will happen. I like the game. I want to play the sequels. Guys, do I also want to rank the Koopalings the same as Bowser Jr.? I'm gonna be here for too long if I don't. I feel like this will be in the same boat as Bowser. He debuted in Sunshine, which had actual voice acting in the cutscenes. Then the rest of the games Bowser Jr. was in, there was no voice acting. I liked his role in Super Mario Galaxy. His airship is pretty cool. Mega Leg, Dig-a-Leg, Mega Hammer, and Boomsday are all pretty cool boss fights. I also like the boss minigames in Mario Party, unpopular opinion. Mario Party 9 had the best Bowser Jr. fight, 10 didn't have one, and Star Rush isn't even a fight, it's just hitting switches. I have not played Duck Hunt. It's a doggo. Actually, no, I'm not a dog person. I have childhood trauma, but I've definitely gotten better recently. I'm still iffy about the whole thing. I love cats though. Good thing I don't have any allergies. If I was allergic to cats, that would suck. Same as Marth somewhat, but I like Lucina better as a character. I feel like we're somewhat relatable sometimes. To the top. Dark Pit is my favorite character to play in Smash. His character in Kid Icarus is amazing and stands out from what most people would expect from someone like him. If you haven't played Kid Icarus Uprising, you probably have no idea what I'm putting down. Come on! He's awesome. I'm actually surprised Dark Pit actually became a playable character, and I feel like he deserves it.
He's literally just another Pit.
Ugh, not this today. I used to be very anxious about sharing my love for Dark Pit because of the hate he's gotten from the Smash community, but I'm definitely getting a lot better now. Dark Pit is the only character in Smash who did not get a personal reveal trailer, saying that because showing up in Palutena's trailer at the last second doesn't count. His name wasn't even announced. Dark Pit's theme is my favorite song ever. I absolutely love the Greek genre, though most people think it's Hispanic. And that's just another unique thing about him. Naturally, you'd expect an edgy character's theme song to be more eerie and dramatic. Dark Pit's theme is the exact opposite of that.
Can you move on now? You're boring me.
Why are you still talking? That's my job.
This is the tier list video, not a video about your history with Dark Pit.
Okay, fine. I really don't get people's reasons to hate Dark Pit, but he's meant to be my friend. He is special to me in every conceivable way. Put it back. I'll kill you. Whoa, jeez. Okay. I do have a lot more to say, but I do have to move on for time's sake. Sorry, guys. I can't say anything. I haven't played Street Fighter. I barely know anything about Final Fantasy. I've seen some content, I've seen a lot of memes, but I can't rank Cloud too high or low. I feel awful for Corrin, mainly for the plot of Fire Emblem Fates. Basically, two families are always at war, kind of like Romeo and Juliet for some reason. And Corrin has it rough. And then when he was announced for Smash 4 DLC, he got even more hate because he's just another Fire Emblem character that made the cut. But he's pretty cool in the game too. Sometimes he can get annoying competitively when he's not played by me, but that's not gonna affect the ranking at all. Also, for those of you who have beef with Fire Emblem for having too many characters in Smash, it's still less than Pokemon and Super Mario. Two things got me interested in playing a Bayonetta game, and that's Norse myths and the music. I got the sequel for Christmas in 2021, and it ended up being my first ever M-rated game. It's pretty cool though. I tried to get the first one, but I don't know where to go to get my hands on it. There's also a third one that came out, and I'm eager for that. Someone at my school kept talking to me about it. Bayonetta's character though sometimes relates to me. She doesn't take jokes when she's serious. I have seen some content where her franchise is a rival to Kid Icarus, and I can see why, but I still like it. It almost feels like a Mario and Sonic rivalry thing. You ready, guys? It's Smash Ultimate time.
Dark Samus.
Still another thing about Metroid I don't get. I haven't seen Dark Samus without the suit like I've seen Samus. Actually, yes I have. But I've seen some Smash comics with several different theories. Maybe I can design my own. Gotta place her at the top. I did say that I used to believe that Daisy was a Sonic character, but that didn't last for very long. Realizing she was actually a Mario character, I knew her and Peach as best friends. I may have played Daisy more than Peach in Mario Party and Mario Sports, and maybe Mario Kart. I think I played Peach more. I used to roleplay in Smash 4, but there was a downside. Daisy wasn't in the game yet, so I had to use her skin for Peach. I was hoping that one day she would be an actual character, and when she was announced for Ultimate, I was so happy.
Daisy's just Peach's echo though. What's so exciting about that?
It may just be another element to their friendship. That's the way I like to think of it. Also, counter spams. Annoying to my opponents and hilarious to me. I'm not sure how he got in. Technicality? And why is he Roy's echo of all Fire Emblem characters? I mean, Marth and Lucina make a lot of sense. Also, Chrom does not have the same up special as Roy. It's like Ike's, where using it off stage is embarrassing. Whether he's in a match or not, he is still involved in Robin's final smash. He is Lucina's dad, and he's best friends with Robin. I did see that little arc of a Smash comic where Chrom and Bowser swap their kids for a day, and what the heck? Why does it make so much sense by not making sense? Same as Ryu, I have no thoughts. When I first saw him, I swear I thought he was flipping me off. I grew a lean on Splatoon whenever I first got it. It's definitely one of my favorites. The music is cool for what it is. I've also seen those live concerts, and I loved those, even though I couldn't see them in person because they're only in Japan. My sister and I also used to play custom Splatfests with our characters, and I would always pick the themes and the outcomes. What sucks though is that red ink is only available in specific Splatfests, and I see why, but come on. Also, Splatoon 3, absolute banger of a storyline. It just completely threw me off from what I would have expected from the first two games. Splatoon 2's was also pretty good. I speed ran Splatoon 1 in one sitting with my siblings. Speed ran? Sped run? What is past tense for speed run? Okay, I will never forget that Smash Splatfest in Splatoon 2. They did Dark Pit dirty.
Stop debating about Dark Pit.
I'm not the one who started it. It was the internet. Also, leave me alone. Another Metroid character. I have different feelings about this one. Ridley killed Samus's parents when she was a child. If that guy killed my parents, I would never forgive him. I love my parents a lot. Now, that's what makes me feel even more bad for Samus. Ridley is also very intimidating in general, and competitive Ridley is very annoying. This might be my first lowest rank. I haven't played Castlevania, but it did come out at the same time as Kid Icarus. I've also heard about this old TV show about different video game universes. It featured Pit, Mega Man, Simon, and a few others, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like the characters were done dirty on so many levels. I'm talking about the animation quality and voice lines.
But it was an old cartoon. Give them at least some credit for that.
Film has been a thing decades before Kid Icarus and Castlevania were created. Okay, for that specific reason, I'm not choosing average. Same thing. I first met this guy in Mario Super Sluggers, which is an awesome Wii game, by the way. When King K. Rool was announced for Ultimate, Mario Super Sluggers was all I really thought about. I didn't know about the actual lore until I got the game. And I know I said I've seen my pawpaw play Donkey Kong Country, but I haven't seen much of it to see King K. Rool. He just played a lot more Zelda games. Same treatment as Villager. She looks like an innocent little doggo. The stands went crazy about her making it into Ultimate, and there were just so many memes. But the internet still corrupted nearly the entire innocence of Animal Crossing as a whole. I have to rank Isabelle low because of the stands and the corruptive internet folks. I do very much like Litten more because I love kittens. Any cat Pokemon, I just want to hug them all. Except maybe Meow. I'll also keep them all as pets. I might witness a few technicalities, but that's okay. I don't care. Cats are innocent little creatures that love affirmation, sleeping, and being little brats. I would know, because I have some. Here's my cat Kiki, for example, and I still miss her so much. And then we've got Luma and Navi. I also really like the Alola region, and I feel like it deserves a lot more respect than it gets. Those Malasadas, though, I'd want to try some IRL. I also like the Alola anime a lot, especially Alolan Vulpix. Look at this cutie. I want it as a pet so badly. I picked Litten as my starter during my Ultra Moon playthrough, and when it finally evolved into Incineroar, things felt different, but it's still pretty cool. People complain about bipedal Pokemon a lot, and I can see why, but there must be some exceptions at least. The idea of putting a Piranha Plant in Smash as a playable character is just completely out of the blue. The idea of the moveset is pretty cool, as it represents different types of Piranha Plants. The Helicopter Up special is just too funny to me. Don't get me started with Palutena's guidance. I honestly have no idea how to rank this guy, but I want to rank him high. Legendary, just kidding. Am I the only one who thought of Batman when this character was announced? Well, from what I know about Persona, Joker is a part of a gang of thieves who steal hearts. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I have no freaking clue. I don't want him stealing my heart, so... Crap, I forgot all of their names. The whole options menu for a down special is pretty cool, but it also leaves you vulnerable until you actually do something. One of my siblings plays this character, and every time Kamikaze is an option, it's too funny when someone chooses it by accident. Okay, my mom used to play that game all the time when she was my age. I feel like I gotta rank him high for that. I haven't played it though, but I'm pretty sure Banjo was one of the characters who people really wanted in Smash and actually made it. But I don't know anything about the lore though. Maybe I should ask my mom. But then again, she hasn't played the game in forever, but my Nana still has it. Maybe I should play it when I get the chance. Okay, I have the same feeling about Street Fighter as I do Fatal Fury. I don't know. Fire Emblem Three Houses was actually my first Fire Emblem game, and it's an awesome game too.
We have too many Fire Emblem characters already. No more sorties.
Give it a rest, will ya? I'm also pretty sure Byleth got the same treatment as Corrin for making it into Smash Ultimate DLC. I don't stand by that. These people probably haven't had any Fire Emblem experience, or they're just forming negative opinions just to be meanies. But because I liked the game so much, and it was my first Fire Emblem game right here, I first saw this character as a spirit battle, and it made me believe that any character who was already a spirit could not be a playable character. Two characters proved me wrong. Or was it three? Do Pyra and Mythra count as one character or two? I'm actually pretty good with Min Min, even though I've never played ARMS. Wow, I really need to get out there and expand my gaming knowledge if it's really that minimal. I kid you not, I have played Minecraft since the game came out. I guess that makes me an OG. Just the thought of Minecraft demo gives me chills of nostalgia. Sometimes I wish I could go back and play the earliest versions of the game again. Now, what's funny is that back in Smash 4, probably 5 years before Steve was announced, I used to make memes of Steve actually being a playable character. And when he was announced for Ultimate, I flipped out. I'm not even joking. The thing I like to do the most in Minecraft is build my own maps and create my own storylines, and I'm pretty good at that. Maybe I'll do a video on some of my custom worlds one day. We also have Alex, a zombie, and an Enderman in the game, which is a surprise. Also, did the Enderman gain some weight? I would normally think the same as Cloud because I know very little about Final Fantasy, but then I saw a Smash comic arc where Sephiroth killed everyone and they had to be revived using their own lore. The whole thing took over a year to make. If I was in that moment, Sephiroth probably would have also killed me for whatever reason, so I'm putting him at the bottom. I still want to play Xenoblade 2, but I don't have it yet. These two look really cool though. I felt interested in playing them in Smash, and I'm pretty good, mainly Mithra. Actually, do I rank them differently like I did the Mii's and Pokemon Trainer? I have the same feelings about both, so they'll be ranked the same. Also, because of the internet, I want to rank them high for support purposes. I feel like a lot of characters in the game get bullied by the internet for whatever reason, like their looks, and I freaking hate it. I feel like I may feel the same as Street Fighter and Fatal Fury because Tekken is most likely another game with that one-on-one brawling genre, but then I saw the trailer and Kazuya threw Pit off a cliff, and that's unforgivable. A lot of people wanted this character in Smash, and I've seen a lot of content about Sora actually being in the game beforehand, and now he's actually in the game. Kingdom Hearts is a Disney game, and Disney was a huge part of my childhood, but I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. I went to Disney World in Florida as a vacation for Thanksgiving last year, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely want to go back again sometime. Also, the funny thing is that since I have autism, there's this special DAS thing that allows me and my family members to skip the regular lines for every ride. Every single one. However, there were only very specific times that it was available for each ride. So we were basically on some sort of schedule each day. And I actually finished editing my Kid Icarus touchscreen-less run while I was there. There's a lot of cool rides, and I highly recommend it if it appeals to your interest. Overall, I'm gonna rank Sora high because of that. And that's it. This is my personal Smash Ultimate tier list. I had a lot of fun with it and just chatted about a few life stories regarding the character. I hope you enjoyed this time, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Peace out.
Hey, remember how dramatic you used to be when the community kept hating Dark Pit? That's embarrassing.